Construction and demolition waste is very expensive to dump in a landfill because of its weight. However, most of it can easily be recycled. After the material is dumped in the feeding hopper, a conveyor transports the material to a banana-shaped machine called the sorting mat. The sorting mat you see in this video is running at half speed. The sorting mat separates the C and D waste into two fractions. The 0 to 20 inch fraction is collected in the buckets and transported over the top of the machine. There, it is collected for further processing. At specific intervals, the feeding belt stops, and a little later the sorting mat reverses and dumps the 20 inch and over fraction onto a sorting belt. The timing is coordinated with the speed of the belt, so that the sorting belt for the large fraction is supplied with a constant flow of material. The 20 inch and over fraction is sorted into different grades, into large containers. The fractions sorted are, for example, painted wood, garbage, OCC, unpainted wood, metals. Bricks and concrete are negatively sorted and remain on the belt. The small materials, as stated, fall off the machine and, in this case, are brought to the next building for further processing. The 0 to 20 inch fraction is dumped into a storage hopper and then fed onto an incline belt. First, a shaking screen takes out the small fraction, that is 2 inch minus. After the shaking screen, air separation is used to take out the lighter materials, such as plastic and paper. A dust collection system collects the dust, and the rest of the light material is fed into a compactor. Whatever is still in the system goes over a sorting belt and is hand sorted into metals, garbage, and wood. Again, stones and concrete are negatively sorted and remain on the belt. The small 2 inch minus fraction that fell through the first screen is processed over the screen shown here and is cleaned up by another air separation system. Besides the materials that are hand sorted, the end result of this operation is large stones, sand, and small stones. From a large C and D load, we created clean, saleable end products with hardly any residue. In this system, bricks and concrete run over a large, very durable Starscreen, which takes out the 0 to 4 inch fraction or 0 to 6 inch fraction, depending on the speed of the rotating stars. Wind sifting takes out large light plastics, such as film. Here you see the large fraction. Although this load only contains bricks and concrete, at this sorting belt, normally wood, plastics, ferrous, and non-ferrous materials are removed. The small fraction that falls through the Starscreen is transported to another smaller Starscreen with 2 decks. The first deck sorts out 0 to 3/8 inch, which is basically sand. After wind sifting, the second deck of the Starscreen takes out the 3/8 to 2 inch fraction. A magnet takes out the ferrous, and a second air system cleans up the material. Wood, residue, and metals are again hand sorted. The end result: small stones, medium stones, sand, and large stones. After the material is fed by crane into the feeding hopper, it is transported over a shaking screen to take out the 2" minus fraction. Air separation takes out the light fraction, and the large heavy fraction is transported to a sorting belt. Garbage, wood, painted wood, and metal are positively sorted, and stones are negatively sorted and fall off the end of the belt. The 0 to 2" fraction that fell through the shaking screen is processed over a special screen shown here that takes out the 0 to 3/8" fraction, usually consisting of sand. The 3/8" to 2" fraction, small stones, goes through wind sifting and falls into a pile in the storage bunker. From a large C&D load, we now have beautiful, clean, saleable end products with hardly any material that needs to be landfilled. After the material is fed into the feeding hopper, it is first transported upward toward a heavy-duty double-deck Starscreen. After the Starscreen, an air separation system takes out the large light fraction, like plastic film, etc. The large fraction that passes over the Starscreen ends up on the sorting belt shown here and is sorted into different grades. This is the compactor for the light fraction that has been taken out by the air separator. This is the material that falls through the Starscreen. If desired, this material could be processed further. The end result: stones, aluminum, metals, and wood. As you have noticed, all of these systems start with material that would normally be considered garbage. After processing the material over these systems, it is separated into beautiful end products with hardly any residue. The 4 systems shown in this video are merely examples of what we can do. Each customer, however, has different requirements and needs. If you would like us to custom design a C&D system for your particular situation, please contact your nearest Lubo USA office.